On the Justice Court, the plaintiff is asking the court to grant him access to his children.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Adewale Mustafa and Margaret Mustafa. That is your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Adewale Mustafa,
Yes, no.
you are in court with your wife. Mustafa Margaret.
Yes, please.
Yes, your husband is in court, stating that you are not giving him access to the children. That you moved out of the house with the children. Although in your response, you stated that you are not denying him access to the kids. And twice, on 5th of March and 7th of March this year, you informed me to meet up with you and the kids, and it did not show up. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, that's a response to your claim. She wants you to take fatherly responsibility for the children. I think it's straightforward because they are young. Can you tell the court their age? No, I have it here. What's it?
We have
700.
one Mustafa Fisa, and we have Mustafa Fisayo, and also we have another one, a daughter and a son. They are 7 and 6 years.
That's
The
what
daughter
I-
is 7 years, while the son is 6 years.
At that age, the custody should be with the mother. But you are entitled to have access to them. When was the time? When did you move out of the house with the children?
Okay, this is what happened.
No, I'm not asking
They
for a
were-
long story. I said which date. Listen to me carefully. Which date did the two of you stop cohabiting together under the same roof? The day you vacated the matrimonial home with the children. When was that?
I think it was now it's maybe 8 or 9 weeks.
January
Now.
22nd.
January.
22nd.
So this year, that's this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. You see, he wants to have access to the children. You are going to have the custody. Do you understand me? Of the children.
Yes, I
Because of the age of the two children. He's going to have full access to them. You have to give him access. You have to disclose the school they are. Allow him to visit them in school. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
You should be able to get a way that you can speak with them on phone at times over the weekend, if you can. Do you understand?
Okay.
Hello, ma. Please, can I come
Yeah.
in? I want to say some things because I know who I'm dealing with. The issue is, when she moved out, I went to Human Rights the following day. And when she got there, she told them so many stories. The women there, they...
Look,
let
let me
sorry, ma,
ask
I
you
want
one
to...
thing.
I'm trying to drive out at something. So, that very day, she told them she was not denying my kids. But I tried her number several times. It was not going. So, after like a month, I went back to that same Human Rights office. They
Why
invited
don't
her.
you wait
Yes, ma'am.
and
What-
see how we... Look,
I want to tell
this
you...
is not... Look, let me tell you.
Oga.
If you want to preside over your case, I can step out. You can take it anywhere you are.
Alright.
There's a procedure here that you must abide with. All I have before me, if you have personal issues beyond what you are putting before me, go and settle it somewhere else. I can only address what you have before me.
Yes.
You want to start opening cans of worms, the
No,
two
I'm
of
not
you.
opening.
I'm not interested. I'm telling you. I'm not. I'm only interested in the welfare of the children because that's what the two of you have
I'm just
before
trying
me.
to tell you why I did not
And I told you yes, I'm disregarding it because I realized the 2 days were just barely 2 days apart. So if she left in January and she gave you opportunity to come and see the children in 2 days interval, you might not even be in Lagos. The 2 days are too close. If she gave me a date in January, February, and March, I'll say maybe you willfully decided not to see the children over the 3 months. We're talking about 2 days. Whatever has happened, I'm pushing everything behind. You are moving forward. What do you want? That is it. You want access to the children. We're about to work out a way you'll be having access to your children. What does she want? Whether she wants it or less she doesn't want it, the law requires that because of the age of those children, they should be with her. She must have custody of them. Do you understand me? Now we go to other things that you as a father are responsible for. That has to do with they are still young, usually school, fees. You don't give her the money, you pay straight to the school. You have access. So you can go and see the children in school. So right here, she will disclose the school. We get it for you. You go to the school, you can see the children anytime. I was at the stage of trying to work out how you can even speak with them over the weekend before you interjected and I don't even know what to say. So just trying to resolve the issues that are on ground. Neither of you has come before me to say, well, I want to be with this person, I want to stay back in the marriage, or I want her back. Did you put that before me?
No.
I'm treating strictly what you put before the court. She wanted to narrate stories, I said no. You wanted to narrate stories, I said no. I know what you have written here. And she knows what she has written here too. And that's what I'm addressing. And it's the welfare of the children that matters most. That's what is paramount. You have responsibilities towards the children, and she too, at the same time, she must give you access. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. She cannot say she's not giving you access and expect you to be giving all those, upkeep and the like. You have to work it out and balance it out. So which school, which school? The children, where do you have the children now?
They are in Ibadan.
All right. So you work in Lagos, and the children, the children are currently residing with who in Ibadan?
Yes, I go home every weekend.
Who are they?
And every holiday.
Who are the children with in Ibadan?
I have a nanny that they stay with.
Oh, so you rented an apartment in Ibadan and put a nanny there to be taking care of your children?
My mommy stays in that street. My mommy stays in Ibadan.
I'm asking a straightforward question. You live in Lagos. Are you telling me you abandon your children with a nanny in Ibadan? Because if that is the case, then children should not be with you. If you don't have time to take care of your children. So let me have it. Who is a straightforward, simple question.
My mom.
Who? Your mom. Straightforward. With their grandmother. Okay. Maternal grandma.
Yes.
So may I know why the children cannot be with you in Lagos? Since you know there's a possibility of you having a nanny to take care of them. Why with you?
Actually, it is not my personal nanny. It is my uncle's nanny. So if they want to go and pick the children, I tell them to pick them along while my mom take care of them at home.
Okay. So are you telling this court that you do not have, it's not convenient for you?
My mommy take them to Ma?
I'm asking a question. Margaret.
Okay, my mommy take them to school in the morning. She takes them in the school in the morning. It takes them in the afternoon. Sometimes the nanny takes them, but most times my mommy takes them in the morning and coming back in the afternoon too.
Okay. I want to know why the children cannot be with you.
Okay, so I don't have a money to rent an apartment in Lagos.
The plaintiff, Adewale Mustafa, claims to have been assaulted by his wife a couple of times. But during the last assault, he retaliated and the issue escalated. He alleges that his wife moved out of their matrimonial home with his children and denies him access to the children. The defendant, Margaret Mustafa, claims that her husband is a violent person. She said it was him that ordered her to vacate their matrimonial home and she has relocated the children to another city. Judge Fumi wades into this matter.
Where are you living right now? From where do you go to work in Lagos?
I stay with my sister.
Are you divorced or separated?
We are separated.
So you are not yet divorced. So if he
Yes,
asks you to
please.
move back to the house, you can move back.
Violence. He is doing a violent act and I can't stand it anymore.
So that means
I can't stand it.
So
He
what? I understand. You are referring to domestic violence. So that means
Yes.
it's because of domestic violence you moved out. You decided to move out because you believe you are facing that under his roof, not that he asked you to move out. Because initially you said he asked
is
you to
both.
move out.
He asked me to move out and he's doing a domestic violence. It is both. I have those evidence on my phone when he asked me to move out. He texted me that I should move out, that if I don't move out now, that he will move me out by force, that is going to disgrace me. And he also beats me most times when we are having a misunderstanding.
Yes, I would never support domestic violence. And I hope you reported him at the police station.
Yes, I do.
And you have the police report on that. You can prove that. When did you? I don't think I'm putting you on the spot. Don't think I'm putting you on the spot. I'm trying to get all your own information for you to be able to defend your case. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you need to...
Yes, I do.
I'm still coming back to him.
Okay.
All this issue of domestic violence and everything you are raising, he's still going to address them.
Okay.
And you will listen because he has to address all those too. And if and as you allege that he asked you to leave the house, he has to tell me why and how it occurred. And
Okay.
if he says you move out or if there is domestic violence, anyway, let's take it a step at a time. Let him first address the issue of domestic violence and how you ended up living apart. What kind of marriage did you conduct?
I did registry, traditional, and the church wedding.
When was that?
That was 2015. I have this in my evidence.
Wedding album?
In Ibadan.
That's a wedding album.
Ma? Yeah, that's the wedding album. This is the wedding album.
Okay. And you live in Lagos?
Yes.
As well. So which year did you marry?
We married 2015.
You married 2015?
Yes.
So what are the challenges you've had? That's a very...
Let me quickly brief you so that you understand.
No.
Okay. Because she just accused me of something and the whole world is saying.
Yes.
What really happened was, when we were about to get married, we went to meet the counselors at the Catholic church where the mother attends. So when we were done with the counseling, the priest called myself, and the mom, and told us that since things are very difficult, even that was in 2015, that they have a big oil that we can only pay 50,000 naira. So we all agreed. When we stepped out of that place, the mother called me and told me I should not mind the priest, that she had a bigger one somewhere in Songo. I said, how much? She said 200,000. I said, I cannot afford that, it's too much. But she insisted. So I discussed with my family and my friends. That was when some of my friends were telling me, this marriage you are going into, if you don't pull out now. I told them I've invited people, I cannot pull out again. That I will suffer when I get into the marriage. But I resisted. I went ahead. So I called her after I left Ibadan to Lagos. I called her, I told her, though I told you I have savings in cooperative, that all these ones, your mom and you yourself are requesting for, that means I have to multiply, I have to add maybe ×2 of what I have there. That means after our wedding, I'll be paying loans. That if you agree, no problem. She agreed with me. And I collected ×2 of how much I had in my cooperative. But my first experience, maybe she was pregnant of our first daughter, maybe 3 months into it. There was food at home because I made that one compulsory. So, but she needed some things that I couldn't afford. And I reminded her that, you remember what I told you? We are going to pay this loan for a good 1 year. were having arguments. She always claimed to me.
Loan for what?
Ma?
What the loan for what?
No, I mean, she needed a loan. I had, let me say, at that time, I think I had around 800,000 naira in my account, in my cooperative account. So that was what I planned to use for the wedding. But because of what they were bringing up, I had to I had to borrow money from cooperative to add up. And I told her that means I will pay for good 1 year after our marriage. We have to manage within that time. And she agreed. So when we went, my first experience with her was, she was asking for more things, and I reminded her. We had arguments. She now slapped me. Yes, ma'am.
How long did you cut?
We cutted for 7 years. So when she slapped me, it was strange to me because that was my first time in my life somebody slapped me. I called the mom immediately, and the mommy begged me that I should let it be within us, that I should not even call her dad or any of my relatives, that by the time everybody started talking about it, it will turn another thing. So she settled this, and we moved on with our life. That was our first issue.
Is this your first separation?
With her?
Yes. The two of you?
Yes.
Have you ever been separated before?
No.
This is the first time you are living apart for 4 months.
Yes.
I want her to give you access to those children. I want you to be giving her upkeep for now. Then you are both going to go for counseling on how to co-parent. You can't be at each other's throat and be able to raise the children without bitterness. I can see that right now. So the next 3 months, the two of you are going to work on this. Let's see whether at the end of these sessions, the two of you will be able to come back and we'll be able to discuss all these other issues, whether they would have been trashed out at the counseling session, and by the time you both come back, you'll be able to relate with each. Nobody can force either of you on each other. You see, let me tell you the way I look at it. Immediately there's separation in a wedding. There are already challenges. And I even said it. Look, where you are now, I've identified all the issues. She said you sent her and the children packing from the house.
That's why I want to talk.
Can I know what happened?
Okay, what happened was, like, our family members have come to us like 3 or 4 times to settle issues. And there's one thing I always tell them when they leave, is they should please, when they have already settled it, that there's one thing she normally do. Anytime we have issues, she will slap me. That if she continues, I will start retaliating. And they all beg me. My uncle is here. They all beg me. Even our uncle too begged me that I should not do it. And the last one she did that ended up like this was, we slept together in the same room. So the following morning, Saturday, I don't go out because I create that time for my children. I just saw her dressing up. I was looking at her, where is this lady going to? But I kept quiet that, okay, let me just see where she's going to. Don't let me jump. So when she was done, I was seated very close to the dining table. She was going out. She now, murmured kind of, I didn't really hear what she said. And I said, madam, where are you going to? She said, she just talked to me now. I said, you are going out? You didn't tell me overnight we slept on the same bed. You didn't tell me. Before you went to the bedroom, you didn't tell me. Now you have already dressed up. You are about going out. You said you told me, and I can't even hear you. And I said, go back, you're not going out. She said she's going. And I went to the kitchen gate. I stood there that you will not go out. So she was dragging herself with me. So what she did, she just did her fingernails. She now used her teeth to remove the 10 the nails and slap me. I swear to God. When she slapped me, that was why I was mad. And I said, this is the last time you will slap me and I will not retaliate. And I slapped her back. She slapped me again. So I now told her if you slap me 100 times.
Where were the children?
That's not true.
Where were the children in all this?
The children, I think, they were not there. They were not in the sitting room.
That's not true.
No, don't argue.
That is not true.
Don't
You
argue.
have opportunity to respond.
I did not argue with her.
You have opportunity to respond.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You know, when I went to Human Rights, I went with the Bible. That because my wife lies a lot, that what if she sees Bible, she will not deny. But they said they don't use Bible there. That if I go to court, we can use Bible to swear that truly, because she will be denying everything. So when she did that, and we now started slapping herself. She slapped me, I slapped her back. So later, she just left me and went inside. So when she went inside, because she has done it before, she went inside and brought out hammer And I told her, if you use that hammer on my head, if I don't
Brother.
if I don't die, I will use the hammer back on your head. She now withdrew. So when she ran inside, I thought she was going out to bring harmful objects, and now ran out. If you see, there's a picture she's carrying up and down. So when I ran out, I was like, she's coming with something very difficult. How will I defend myself? I now held a stick that if you come here, I will use it to defend myself. She now snapped me and sent it to my sister that I've beaten her on her face. When even our neighbor that came out, she was telling them, look at the way Daddy Fisayo beat me. That one I said, look at your daddy, how come he has all these marks on his face too, if you did not eat him? So my sister, that was when my sister now called me and said, it's like you people need to separate for some time. That she is always scared.
God will bless that woman that gave
She
you the
said,
advice.
yeah, that it's better you people separate for
she's
some
an
time. That
experienced
she cannot stand it any longer. That we've been warning her to stop eating you. Now you have eat her back. She's now sending
You are
people up and
raising,
down.
at that point, you are raising children in a toxic environment.
Yeah. So my sister
They
said,
witness all this, they grow up and they think this is the normal way
Yeah.
to live. The girl's husband will treat her like that, she will be fighting. The other boy will believe she can have a slapping competition with the wife. You see?
that was
I'm tired of all this
Yes,
story.
okay, let me
I'm
land.
telling you.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, ma.
Wait. Just wait. If I don't allow her to talk, to respond to what you have said,
Yeah.
it will seem as if I'm not balancing
Okay,
it.
ma.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay. So there was like he said that we slept in the same bedroom. That is not true. He has separated his room since last year. He packed all his things to the other room and packed the children to my room. So we don't sleep in the same room again. Till I left his house, we don't sleep in the same room again. So there was a misunderstanding between me and him that night. So I decided to keep quiet because I don't want a drama. So the next day, I knew that he's going to be at home that day. So I said, okay, let me go and make my hair. So I took my bath. I went to go and meet him. I said, I want to go and make my hair. Before then, he went to tell the kids that he will make sure that he will fight with your mom today, that he will not go anywhere. So the kids came to tell me that, Mommy, Daddy said he will fight with you, that you will not go anywhere. I said, no, Daddy is just joking, that he's not going to do that. You understand? So when I took my bath, when I was probably to just avoid the drama that he wanted to do, I took my bath. I said I want to go and make my hair. He said I didn't tell. When I was going, I told him. He said he didn't hear what I said. I said, come on, we are both here. Why will you say you did not hear what I said? So I said, let me go out. I don't want trouble. He said, I won't go. I said, please, let me go out. I don't want trouble. So as I wanted to open, I was on nails that day. So he has injured me with nails before. So I don't want that kind of thing to happen again. I have it. What's it called?
So
the video
that
with
means
the picture with me.
Sorry, Margaret. What you're telling me is that was not the first time the two of you had that kind of occasion of, physical.
If you want, okay, if you want to create a violence or domestic things, I will try to avoid to go out. Don't allow me.
Where do you work?
I lost my job, and almost 2 years ago. That was when even she started this attitude towards me. She's just using all this violence thing as an excuse for her to move out, so that people will not feel because it's.
When did you lose your job?
I lost it in 2022, May 2022.
When did you start having all these challenges you're worried?
These terrible challenges that we will not be able to resolve within ourselves started 6 months after. In fact, it started that very day, because when I got home, I told her.
It's not 6 months after. You see, that's why the two of you have to go to a marriage counselor. You spoke about something that happened 4 months after you got married.
Okay,
4 months
yes, that one has been there. In fact, that one has been there. I'm only saying that it got to this level, that we started this crisis.
When issues come up and it's not well resolved, when another one comes up, there's a way it connects to it. And it keeps building. Look, you are pained because you started all your conversation from the marriage arrangement and the hall.
Yes.
Because we believe you were made to pay beyond your budget for the wedding. A lot of men out there, young men out there, they still fall into the same situation. Why? Loan for wedding, 1-2 days event.
And I want to tell you something, man. Two things. Why it might be very difficult for us to have a reconciliation is because our elder sister, that one is about 1.5 years older than her. I'm 5 years older than her sister. Went to police station to lie against me, and they locked me in the cell. That very day she moved out. It was a planned work. I don't know if you can give me just 2 minutes to explain what happened. I went to do, because I converted my car to Uber. So I went to do Uber. When I came back around 8 in the evening, I got to my daughter and the son. I said, "Where is your mommy?" She said, "My mommy went out this morning to Babe's house." They call her sister Babe. So I said, this time, she left. She didn't tell me she was going out. And till now, they planned it. She has not come back. So I picked my phone and called her. She told me, she didn't deny it, that she was in her sister's place. And I told her, that means you take laws into your hand. You are going out. Is there, since I married you?
Which law?
No, you take decision within yourself.
There's no law that debars a woman freedom of movement.
Yeah. She trained me to do that. When I was working, if I want to go out, she will not allow me. She will say we are like money. But when I lost my job, she turned the other way around. She will now be the one moving around anyhow she likes. And so that's why I always challenge her that since you don't allow me to go, you cannot go. So when she went out,
that is not.
Wait, let me land. I don't interrupt when you talk. So eventually she came back home, and I told her when she came back home.
Margaret, you talk.
Yeah. So when she eventually came back.
Let him finish your response.
So eventually she came back to almost to 9. So when she came back, there's this our younger sister, distant family that stays with us. That I've already told her I don't want that one because I've already helped her throughout secondary school. She went to private school. So I told them the girl should leave my house, but they refused to allow the girl to leave my house. So I told that girl, I said, your sister is coming now. You are always the one that is opening the door for her. Don't open the door for her. Let her go back there. So that they will address this issue. Because I cannot continue any longer. My wife will leave the house without telling me. So she came, and that one, somehow I gave her the key. She entered, and I told her, I said, "Madam," I told her to record because she took her phone immediately. I said, if you know you want to go out and come in my house anyhow you want, you cannot stay in my house again. Go back to where you're coming from. She recorded it. And the following day, I told that lady to leave the house, to go back to where she came from, where she brought her from. That was when I now went out. So this elder sister now went to police station to lie that I call her Ashewo. The police, they are from the same place. So the policeman, the DPO invited me. So when I got there, I explained what happened. The next thing I saw, they just called the policeman to go and lock me inside the cell. By the time I called somehow I was able to call my friends around. They now called a superior police man that ordered my release. I paid my bill. I paid anyway. So on getting home, that was when I saw they pack everything. She moved. So what I realized is, because she knew, I told her before she left when we were dragging the previous nights, that it's not possible. I can't be in the house. You now go with my kids. That will never allow you. So they knew I might want to struggle with her. That was why the sister planned to keep me somewhere so that they would be able to do whatever they wanted to do, which they did.
Margaret, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you very well.
Within the next 3 months, I want those children under your roof. The nanny you are talking about, get nanny in Lagos. Get them. You must be sleeping together under the same roof. If you are squatting somewhere, all of you go and squat there. You can't be in Lagos and the children will be in Ibadan and their father will be in Lagos. And you expect him to go to Ibadan. To go and see the children with your mom. And you know the friction that is on ground. And you believe that they will just open the door for him to enter. More so when you have all this police complication already on ground. You have to be reasonable. I'm not asking for stories again. I'm just telling you what I expect you to do. So in a week's time, within the next 1 week, report back to the legal team. Let them know when the children will be in Lagos. So that we can work out visiting hours for their father.
What about their upkeep?
Have I rounded up? You are just after money. You are not even after the welfare of the children. No, but neither party can extort the other. If he's going to pay school fees, it will be straight. That's why I want them in Lagos. He's going to pay straight to the school. And there must be an agreement on the school. You can't just bring a school that you cannot afford. If he has HMO, the medical arrangement will provide it. Nobody is giving out money for that.
Judge Funmi encourages both parties to use the service of a marriage counselor to explore the possibility of reconciliation and address the anger management issue. The couple will return to the court after their counseling session. After the break, Judge Funmi rules.
So I expected that within the next 3 months, you would have rounded up with all the counseling classes. Then it's expected that you would have started having access to the children. If you don't have access to the children within those 3 months, it will be readdressed. The matter is already here. So whether either party is here physically or not, the case will go on. So that is the position right now. Go for these classes. Once you start having access to the children, the legal team will work out how she can be having maintenance for the children immediately. Because no matter what, if they are under your rule, you will still provide something for them as the head of the family. You know. So that's my ruling. Okay. Margaret, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You heard everything I said?
Yes, I do.
All right, that's really good.
All right.
If your baby daddy is denying paternity of the child to avoid upkeep, or you suspect misattributed paternity situations, submit your case online at www.thejusticecourt.com for a prompt resolution of the matter.